All right, Ninja Maniacs, got a good one for you today. I'm actually broadcasting live on both YouTube and Facebook. And after this drops, depending on where you came in on it, make sure you look below or wait a couple minutes. I'm going to put some contact information because the topic we're talking about today is actually something that is on fire all over the nation, and it's Google local service ads. Now, we've talked about this briefly, but I wanted to bring the head ninja in, William Grader with Beano University and Leads to ROI. And I wanted him to share with you guys what local service ads are and then what they're doing to absolutely dominate for their agents. So without further ado, I've got William Grader here. William, introduce yourself, tell them who you are, and let's get in this concept.
Hello, everybody. My name is William Grader, co-owner of Leads to ROI. We are a real estate CRM and marketing strategy company. And we've done it all. We've worked with a lot of agents around the nation. And we're excited and we love what we do. So today I wanted to share with Kelly here again about Google local service ads. I first came out and presented a little bit about Google LSA when I first kind of found out about it. And I had, some okay successes for a couple clients that we had tried out. And then,
William, let me just say this. If you're watching this and you've tried local service ads and it was an utter failure, don't kick off, because you're going to find out the master ninja himself, who knows marketing, who is up to date on technology. I started using these and failed miserably until I got help. So I want you guys to understand there is a way of doing this that produces results, and there's a way of doing this that will waste your time. So please hang on, guys, because he's going to get into some of the strategies on what's presenting and producing a lot of business for agents. So anyway, William, take it away again, buddy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so that's the thing, is that I first started out many months ago and I was like, okay, this is working pretty good. And then I went stale for a little bit. And just in about the past month and a half, I fully believe Google changed their algorithm and how everything's referenced right now, because out of the blue, we've got clients that are just taking off. And so I've really dove back in again into local service ads and started optimizing a lot of accounts. And now that I've done so, we're seeing drastic results.
So agents are on right now. We've got 5 live, and when this drops as a recording, there's going to be hundreds of views, thousands. Agents know a lot about, because we've talked about it and they've seen it on YouTube. They've done any kind of research. They know about Facebook ads, right?
Yep.
Some of them know how to run Facebook ads really good. Some don't, but we know what Facebook ads are, and we know what Zillow leads are. And a lot of us know about Google pay-per-click. What is a Google local service lead? What's different about this marketing strategy?
Absolutely. So Google local service ads are kind of a brand new feature for Google, right? Everybody knows of the whole pay-per-click model. And this is a different type of PPC because it's pay-per-call, actually, instead of pay-per-click. So you only pay when you get an actual phone call from somebody. And so if you were to search for a real estate agent near me or a real estate agent in blank city, what Google's done is they've taken the highest ranked keywords in your niche, and that is what populates these local service ads. And so Kelly just shared a screen. And so you can see right here, there are 3 different businesses that are presented here, 3 different realtors. And on here, this list randomizes, right? So there's a couple of things that make it randomize. We'll get into that later. But there you go. You've got now a different list of agents. But you'll see that the Matheson Klein group, she's still there, right? And so
her budget is probably pretty astronomical.
Exactly, right? She's got 312 reviews and she's got a great budget that's keeping her in that top ranking. And so ultimately, that's what you want to do. Now, if we click on that link right there, this is how you can see all agents that are running local service ads right now. And it's actually interesting. I'll give you guys a little tip, but when you are running local service ads, you can actually go into this list and it's going to show you where you rank as far as your budgets and your different optimization periods that Google adds in here.
Now,
right?
watch this, William. Watch this. Here is a phenomenal agent. This guy has a big team in Orlando.
Yep.
And he doesn't live in Claremont. He lives in Orlando, which is 30 minutes away. And
Yeah.
yet he's showing up fairly high for Claremont, which means he's dropping some bucks to navigate this area for local service leads. So you don't have to just collect in the city that you're in. You can run these Google service ads geographically.
Yes, absolutely. And so here's the best part about local service ads, which makes it different from any other company out there. Look at, we got the Real Estate Ninja right there. So
I'm like 15 down, William. We're going to solve that after this live drops, guys. The Ninja is going to help me really rank up the Ninja up higher. So I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, we're diving into your account right after this, so I'm excited. But so one of the best parts about local service ads is that you are able to actually get your money back if it's a bad lead. You think about Zillow, you think about realtor.com, you think about Facebook. None of those lead sources are ever going to give you your money back.
So William, if I get a phone call today, and these leads are coming directly to the agent's phone.
Correct.
So guys, these are leads that Google is potentially vetting, making sure these are, valid leads. They're coming to your phone. And what happens if I don't answer that? So let's walk this through a couple scenarios. I'm now paying X amount per week for my leads. I get a phone call. William Grader calls me because he wants to buy a home. And Kelly Wheeler, the Ninja, is too busy. He might be in the bathroom. He might be making some Wheaties and cream of wheat. He might be walking his beautiful black golden doodle ninja dog. I might be just doing what, and I don't take the phone call. What's going to happen?
Yeah, so there's a couple different things that happen, right? If you don't answer that phone call, number one, it will hurt you with Google, right? They're going to automatically ding you for that. Number two, you're also not going to get charged most of the time. And that's the main thing, is that if you don't answer the phone call, Google's going to ding you. It's going to hurt you as far as your rankings go. That's the main thing.
Now, William, you call me. I answer the call. And you're like, well, my credit's like 20. I'm really, can you help me with maybe finding rental? I'm really not wanting to buy a home or list a home. And let's say that lead was a $50 lead. Am I screwed?
Nope. So with Google, as long as you set your account up properly, then you can automatically get your money back for that. Cool. Because there's actually settings on what you will work with, right? So if you say that you work rentals, then getting rental leads you will have to pay for, right? But if you don't say you work rentals, then you can dispute that and automatically get your money back from Google. So Google actually records those phone calls. Every phone call that you have, they record it, and a team actually reviews those. And that's who determines whether they approve or deny the dispute.
So if William calls me and says, I want to buy a home, and unfortunately, William wants to buy a home that's, say, $170,000, and, that's just below me. If that's recorded, chances are, and agents, you need to hear this, that's not something you're going to be able to dispute. That's an actual valid lead. It's just maybe not in your cup of tea. But again, if William calls and says he's looking for a church, right, we're going to go ahead and dispute that, and they're not going to charge me. Now, have you had success with the agents that are paying you guys to run these for them to dispute these leads?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
So it's actually been really refreshing to see Google. I feel like they have an AI system that transcripts the recording into words, and it just automatically knows a lot. They have AI, obviously. And then if there's a further dispute, then a real person probably.
All right. So let's quickly talk about a Google local service ad. And again, guys, what we're talking about, and let me see if I can share this again. We're talking about these right here. So on in Google, these used to be the top tier. These are Google pay-per-clicks, guys. So if I were to click this, it would charge them 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever whatever their bid is for me to click it. They couldn't get that money back. So if I click that and I click that and I click that and I'm just clicking all around, these guys are getting charged for that. And if their budget's say $100 a day and I just click it 4 or 5 times, I could eat up their budget, and it's bogus leads, right? And so what we're saying is with the Google local service leads, unlike Google pay-per-click or when's the last time, agents, ask yourself, you ran a Facebook buyer campaign and you got 100 leads and like 85 of them were like, oh, I didn't mean to leave that there, or, no, I'm not buying a house. Right? You can't get your money back from Facebook. Facebook's like, nope, that's a $5 click right there, brother, man. But with Google local service, you're going to pay a little bit more on average per lead, but they're higher intent leads, and you can get your freaking money back.
Yeah. So I've got, agents that have been with us for a month or two. And one woman texted me and said that she's got four buyers. Let me actually read the exact.
Guys, listen to what he's saying, because these are in 1 month. These are some of the successes they've had. Agents that are actually using local service ads to generate business.
Yeah. So this is one agent in Grand Rapids, Michigan, right? Not a small market. This is a difficult market. And in the first month and a half she's been with us, she's now got 3 buyers under 100,000. So it is a little low, right? 3 buyers under 100,000. 2 of them need land contracts. So she's got 2 land deals.
Yeah, but we're talking $9,000 in total commissions. Come on.
Yeah. And 4 callers need to sell their manufactured homes.
So her area is rural, so she's going to get all of that. But 4 sellers, 3 buyers. If she just took and closed half of those, she's at 15 to 20,000 in commissions. And what do you think she spent at the end of the day in that rural area for those leads?
Maybe $200 total.
Jesus, I could spend $200. I can spend $200 on Facebook and maybe get 100 buyer leads. Yeah. But they will not be anything like the quality and caliber of what we're talking. And I'm not downplaying Facebook, because we also do Facebook ads. But I'm just saying the quality and caliber. Like, would you rather have an actual Zillow lead or 10 Facebook buyer leads? I mean, that's a subjective question, but that's the type of leads they are. So since I've said that, William, let's talk briefly. If I were to ask you, and I'm going to ask you a couple of these, what's the difference between a local service ad and, let's say, a Facebook ad for sellers? Like, what's the difference, or buyers? What's the difference in the two?
Yeah, so Facebook ads are going to be more of a long-term conversion strategy, right?
8 to 12 months.
Yeah, we all know that. And if you don't know that, then you should start to understand that.
Or don't run the ads until you know that this is a long-term nurture.
Exactly. That's what Facebook is. It's a long-term nurture strategy.
And William, here's where agents fail. They don't have good, proper drip campaigns. They're not having a good message to market. So when you generate these leads, if you're not keeping up with them, it's pretty much wasted money. And I think that's where a lot of agents get excited. They hear about, well, I generated 300 seller leads for $500 on Facebook, right? And you're thinking, oh my God, they're going to make like $1 million. Yeah, but if you have no follow-up, it's just wasted space, right?
Yeah.
So that's Facebook. Now compare that to running the local service ads. Compare the two.
Yeah, so Google is going to be the higher intent and quicker wins, right? So you're going to get people that are calling in that are actual. I mean, we literally have people that are getting calls that are pre-approved. I have a woman north of Phoenix. She's got 2 pre-approved buyers right now off of her first month of running LSA. Wow. And that's Phoenix, right?
Wow, that's a big area. That's a very competitive area.
One of the most difficult markets. And she even had somebody in Scottsdale, downtown Phoenix, that wanted to list their home at like 1.7 million. So, I mean, the amount, and then on top of that, in your market, I've got another one of our clients that has 2 buyers and 1 listing off of the last couple months that he's been running local service ads as well. So right there, that probably cost him $300, and he's got 20x GCI,
Wow.
So really powerful. And when you're looking at Google comparative to Facebook, you've got Google with the quick wins. You're getting less phone calls for sure, right? You're not going to get a phone call a day. Unless you are optimized. I do have clients, I'm not joking, that get multiple phone calls a day. So if you are really optimized and you're in those top ranking spots, then yes, you will get consistency. But you also, your goal is to slowly optimize so that you finally start getting a couple phone calls here and there. And when you do, there'll be good wins. So
I love that. So guys, I just posted, if you're running local service ads right now, do me a favor and drop a comment. I want to see, if you're live, drop a comment. And if you see this after it drops down as a regular recorded video, drop a comment and let us know if you're running local service ads, and just give us maybe a 1 or 2 sentence testimony on how it's going for you. All right. So William, we've talked about all of that. We've talked a little bit about the difference when it comes to Google local service ads versus Google pay-per-click. I still think, even though they're both high intent, I think that at this point there is a huge difference between the two. And I think it comes down, and correct me if I'm wrong, or tell me if you think a different thing. I think the difference comes in the dispute.
The difference comes in with the dispute, absolutely. And also...
And position.
Yeah. So I think that where Google pay-per-click ads are meant for are the keywords that aren't normal and aren't used by the local service ads. So let's go back to what actually makes the local service ads populate, right? When somebody looks for a listing agent near me, that's going to populate Google LSA. When somebody types in real estate agent near me or buyer's agent, that's populating local service ads. But what doesn't is land for sale or whatever unique keywords. That is where you can really crush with Google pay-per-click, right? So that's the difference. If you're looking for the mainstream lead sources, that's where you want to do Google local service ads. If you're doing a random, you've got a unique area, right? And you're trying to sell that unique area. That's what Google pay-per-click is for. And of course you've got the dispute capabilities with.
Let me say this, William, and for those of you watching live and for those of you that'll watch it after it drops, I think in 2023, this is me, the ninja talking, I think there are 3 areas that real estate agents need to dominate. They need to learn how to do it, or partner with somebody like you guys that can run all these ads and show these agents how to do it. They need to make some adjustments and refocus where they're spending their budget. Here they are. Hear me. And William, if you've got something different, please, I invited you here. I'd love to hear your opinion. But for me, local geo-targeted YouTube pages for real estate agents, I think, is a priority. Developing a page, for instance, living in Central Florida, moving to Claremont. I mean, you need to have a YouTube page that you can post content in every week. And right now, my beta test is crushing it. Agents I'm partnering with, agents that I'm networking with are crushing it. And we're going to do a lot of training this year on that. Number 2, Google local service ads. Now, maybe 6 months from now, I'll come back and say, stop it. We don't know. This industry changes every freaking 6 months. But for now, I would learn the Google local service ads or partner with somebody like William Grader and his partner, and let them help you start getting these valid leads. And I think the third one is, along with all this other stuff, is direct mail. Those 3 things I think you have got to, as an agent, learn at a high level. Having said that, I'm putting Google local service ads, to me, as the second one. However, it's actually going to generate the quickest closings, right? So if you need now money, that's the one you want to concentrate on. But if you want sustainable money, let your brand go before you regionally. So having said that, William, got an agent that's going to watch this video and they really want to do this. I want you to, number 1, tell them how you and your company can help them get it all set up and what you do for them. And then let's talk a little bit about budgets. And then even though we're talking budgets, let's also, explain how it's, this is the budget you're going to bid. It's not necessarily what you're going to spend.
Yeah.
So let's get started with that. How can, if an agent wants to partner with you guys, and I'll put this down again, guys, if you want, just email William at info@leads2ROI, start the conversation. If you need help with the local service ads, these guys are the ones you need to use. So William, what are you doing to help agents? And then let's talk about budgets and let's talk about time frame.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we've got a really great course that we can help enroll people into.
Okay.
And that course helps you set up your account initially.
Okay.
And then from there, we will help optimize your account.
Okay.
We also have our own CRM and software, which we don't have to dive into on this call because we'll just stick with Google local service ads.
But you can have the leads from Google link in, and you can automatically start using the CRM to communicate with them, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
And
Yeah.
let me say this, we're not talking about their CRM today. However, I know, because I know what their CRM is, and y'all that follow me know that I am at LPT Realty. I use Chime. I like Chime, right? It's free. I'm going to use it. But these guys have a CRM that I at the beginning was with them as they were developing, and I wasn't the brains behind it, but I gave my 2 cents. And I know for a fact it's a powerful CRM, chock full of, holy crap, the stuff it's like you can literally run Facebook ads and Google pay-per-click ads in under a minute with their CRM. Just literally click a couple buttons and launch them. This software allows you to have like 80 done for you PDFs. It allows you to text. I mean, a lot of stuff that they have got that just about every other software out there doesn't have. So if you get a hold of him at info at leads to ROI.com, ask him. He's not going to high pressure you. These guys don't do that crap. But he'll let you see the back office on their CRM, how powerful it is. So if you're wanting to run these local ads, William, what do they need to do? They contact you by email and set up a time to talk?
Yeah. Yep.
What's the free course, or what's the course cost?
The cost is free.
Oh, that's why I thought so. So
Yeah.
guys, if you want a free course on running these ads, you need to email him. He'll send it to you.
Yep.
It's right there. Can y'all see it, guys? Right there. Info at leads to ROI.com. Go email him and get your free course.
And also,
I needed help.
Yeah. And also on Leads to ROI, we also have our IDX websites now integrated with an IDX dashboard as well. We're really excited about that one. So
correct. All right. So you get an agent that's like, you know what, William, I did the free video, but I tried doing it. I'm not seeing results. At that point, what can you do?
That's when you guys reach out to us and we'll do a one-on-one with you and get your account optimized.
Here's a comment that came in, William.
Google My Business ads. So, that's an interesting ad type as well, but it's not the same, right? So Google My Business ads, you'll notice. So when Kelly was sharing a screen, it actually was interesting because right here, okay, so we've got Google local service ads. That's at the very top of the screen. Now, right below that is actually the Google My Business profiles. This isn't actually an ad. And so you'll notice you don't actually see any pay-per-click ads here. They're not there. It would say ad. And so that's something that's really unique to me. But the Google My Business profiles, there we go. There we've got some Google pay-per-click ads. So Google My Business ads, they're interesting, but ultimately Google local service ads has created such an easy platform, and they've already got the highest ranking keywords for your niche that populates those, right? So when you're thinking about those keywords, if somebody search, like, let's talk about another niche just for a half a second. Okay. If you're searching for a contractor, right? Where do you go?
Google.
You go to Google.
Yeah. Local plumber in Claremont, Florida.
There you go. That's what you search for. Yeah. So if you've got somebody out there who has their own house and they want to sell it and they don't know who to go to, are they going to scramble around and go to Zillow? Are they going to go to realtor.com? Or are they going to go to Google and look for a realtor, top real estate agent near me? There we go. There we go. Right. So you really, even before,
by the way, a lot of the real estate Google pay-per-click ads or Google business ads, they're being dominated by HomeLight, Zillow, realtor.com, right, William? So you're competing with those guys. Now, those guys aren't going to show up here.
Yeah.
So this
think
is how
about it.
we kick their arses.
You're beating somebody before they even go to
Ooh,
Zillow.
I put the ninja, what is that? The Ninja Judy chap on them.
They don't even get to Zillow because they do their search and they see 3 agents right there at the very top.
I love it.
It takes over. It's taking over.
That's a great question, though, man. I appreciate that question.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know who that is. Hold on. Oh, hey, Jim. That's a good one, man. I'll contact you after this one. I put his comment there, but he was talking about something else. I love it when that happens. All right, so William, budget.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've done something wrong, and that's why I'm getting you guys to help me.
Yep, absolutely.
It's all about budget.
It is all about budget. And it was interesting for me in the start because I had to really do this with agents that trusted me, right? Like, this is not something for the faint of heart at the very start. This was like, I had to talk agents into, hey, can I have your okay to put whatever budget I need to see statistically what we need to do to make this work. Mm-hmm. And so I got some agents that did that with me. And from there, I was able to actually make this work and learn how to really make it work. And so with the budgets, what I've found is that, like Kelly had showed, you can open up that list of all of the different agents that are running local service ads, right? So click on that, Kelly. And so now let's scroll down and let's find you.
Oh, this is embarrassing. The Ninja is down there about 15 to 20.
Yeah. And so essentially what we need to do is we need to make it so that you're higher on the list. I know you're further up than that. Let's try.
Hold on. Well, I used the wrong search term. Let's do Claremont Realtors.
So
I'll find it and we'll get back to you.
You're right there.
Oh,
you're right there.
There I am. Hold on.
Real Estate Ninja.
There
right?
we are.
So really, you're not even that far down. But ultimately, this is something I want to show, right? You've got Todd Schroth below you. Mm-hmm. He's got 274 5-star reviews. And yet Kelly with 30 is ranked above him, right? So it doesn't matter if you don't have hundreds of reviews and you're some power team, right? You can be a single agent with 30, 40 reviews, even 20, and you can still beat out. There's Brent Danholm with 13 reviews, right? So budget.
Dang him, beating me with 13 reviews. I'm going to have to go find him.
Yep, exactly. So the way that it works is Google has a bidding strategy. And this is something that I had to just learn by working through with 20 different accounts.
Yeah.
And so basically what it does is the higher you're willing to spend for your weekly budget, that means that your bid amount is naturally higher, right? So the more you spend, the higher your bid. So Google is going to average out your budget. Let's say that you're putting your budget at $300 a week, right?
And before you get any farther, guys, that doesn't mean he's not saying you're going to spend $300 or $1,200 a month. That doesn't mean he's saying you're willing to.
Yeah, it means that you're willing to. And honestly, I have plenty of clients that put their budget at $300 a week, and they still don't even get a single phone call. And so what I started realizing is that, okay, so essentially the people that are in the top 10 on this list are the people that are getting all of the phone calls.
Because their budgets are high enough for Google to say, you want to play?
Yeah, you got to pay to play. And so essentially what you have to do is you have to keep slowly bumping that budget up until you're ranked in those top 10, let's say, and Google finally starts optimizing you to get phone calls. So you're going to slowly bring that budget up over and over again. You might have to get to $500, $700 a week. Again, you're not going to spend that. That's just going to make it so you finally get one phone call. And then that one phone call, instead of $30, is going to charge you $70.
Correct. And you can always turn it off.
Yep.
So guys, if you get yourself 1 or 2 solid leads, go close them, go back in, put your budget to $600-700. And instead of shutting it off, take 20% of what you just created on that closing and go crush this friggin' thing.
Absolutely.
It's the easiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to maximizing your budget, which is what William Grader and Lisa RI, this is what they do, guys. Don't let 500, 300, 700 scare you. You're not stroking a check each week, obviously, until you get, if you get 8 calls that week, might be worth the 700 freaking bucks. Because what if you close 3 of them? Come on now.
Yeah.
What if you closed 1 of them for 10 grand? Let me put it this way, William. I will gladly stroke. If you will go ahead right now and Zelle me 10 grand, I will PayPal you 300 right now. You want to play?
Right? Yeah, I do that all day.
I've got a couple questions. This is from Sonia. Can you create the ad by the interest the client is looking for, like Facebook? And I think this is going to come down to those like buyers, foreclosure. You know what I'm talking about, William?
Yeah. So I actually know Sonia. So hello, Sonia. And
she's on the Ninja team.
Awesome. Love it. And so no, you cannot. Google that's the thing, is Google does this all for you.
Yeah.
You don't do anything besides set up your account and optimize with budget, make sure you answer your phone calls and things like that.
All right, listen, I'm getting a couple people that are like, I'm in. So here's what I want to do. Hey, Jim, if you're still with me. And by the way, William, I'm going to give you Jim's email address. He would like to talk with you about the offer. He's another one on my team, but I also have another one that said, I'm in. I don't have your name, Facebook user. So here's what I want you to do. I'm going to go back to banners, and I'm going to go ahead and click this banner. Do me a favor, if this is it. Yeah. Write down info@leads with an S 2ROI.com. Email William, and he will get you guys set up. He will go ahead and get you going on these things. And I'm telling you right now, you're going to be bait. This sucker, William, he's texting me at 10 o'clock at night. Kelly, one of our agents got another lead. Kelly, we just got 2 listings, right? I'm like, shut up. I hate you. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed. And now you right? But as long as I've known you, you've never called me and texted me at 10 o'clock at night telling me about how somebody just got a Facebook lead. Like, oh my God, Kelly, we got a Facebook lead, right?
I was excited. Okay.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, I was in the bathtub at the time. Just anyway.
Yes.
But my whole point is I've really liked what I've been hearing from your team on how these are working. So guys, we're going to end this. Go to info@leads2ROI.com, and the user that did mention about you're in at 300, and Sonia sent you an email as well. The Facebook user, which I don't have your name. There it is right there. I'm in to start at 300. Go down here to info@leads2ROI, shoot William an email and get on his calendar. And now here's the other thing. I've got 3 left live, and this is going to be dropping as a recorded video. If you guys engage William and let his team help you with these, come back and drop a comment and say, hey guys, I'm in, I'm using this. And then I want you guys over the next 1 to 3 months, just come back and drop some testimonies. And if any of you guys are watching this and you are going to use William and you start to see appointments and you get some deals, go ahead and message me. I'm going to do a video with you. I want you to share your story. Get William and his partner, Brian, on here and share your story so other agents can see what's working for you. Because at the end of the day, this channel is dedicated to helping. We don't hoard knowledge, right, William? We don't just say, oh, well, I'm not going to share this because that other agent, I don't want. No. This channel, William's company, is dedicated for one thing and one thing only, to help agents actually get a leg up and start closing deals. This is a tough year, William. 2023 coming out of 2022 and COVID in 2021 and 2022.
Yes,
agents, they're projecting 50,000 agents will leave real estate this year. Well, I'm on a mission to stop that. Right? I want agents to be able to get back to doing what we got in this business for, and that's to frickin' make some money. Get families happy, get them some good deals, work with buyers, work with sellers. and then create income for our families that's commensurate with why we got into this dadgum business, right?
Yep.
So, William, I'll let you have the final word. Why don't you just lead us on out, ninjas? I'm not going to say anything else. William, take us out, man.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for having me today. And, at Leads to ROI, we're excited to help people, and feel free to check us out. Have a great day. Kelly, thank you. The Ninja, as always.